are cheap. You can get or make anywhere. But I would, how my other colleagues would.
Excellent point.
Yeah.
And I want to ask another question. This was asked much earlier, and I haven't been able to get to it. And that is, do you share all of the skills and competencies you are measuring and how these are embedded in the lab? In other words, do you tell people what's behind the curtain?
This is Robert.
You mean to the trainees? I'm sorry, go ahead, Robert.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just trying to get clarification on the question.
I'm thinking so. I would imagine this would be about the learning objectives that you've been talking about. Do you share what those learning objectives and competencies are prior to the lab?
We have the classes when they're doing their prep session. So Janae could probably speak to this better because she runs some of the prep sessions. They work with the class, and the class actually divides up the scenarios ahead of time. They get some paperwork on it, and they have to sort of think out what are some things we need to think about when we're doing this type of an interview. What are some things we need to cover and address? And so the class thinks about that at the beginning, and then of course we touch on that in the debrief throughout the scenario, at the end of the scenario, and at the end of the day. Janae, anything you want to add on that?
Yeah. Actually, the preparation, sorry, this is Janae. Actually, the preparation begins before that, during the week of the simulation, because the simulation is usually on a Friday. The week of the simulation, I'll let them know at the very beginning of the week what our week looks like and that we have a simulation coming, especially for the first simulation, because there's a lot of anxiety around the first simulation. And the first simulation is also the easiest simulation. It's merely knocking on a front door and how you're going to describe who you are and ask for the person that you're looking for, and gaining consent to get through the front door.